this up so I can cool off.
There.
Oh, I have one of those.
不安だらけの自分
Oh God, I look slim in this. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for attending today's October Tenchi Kane monthly ceremony. I'm sorry for the little delay. I was just trying to get some things out and fix up the Instagram. Oh, that Instagram! These people are going to look at me cockeyed, but that's okay. They'll be fine. I forgot to bring my things so that they didn't have to look at me cockeyed, but that's all good. So, without any further ado, let's begin today's monthly service. Chido Haire, 4 sincere claps. Amatsunori to 高間の原にかむずまります。かむろぎかむろみのみこともちてすめみおやかむいざなぎのみことつくしのひゅうがんの立花のおどんのあわぎはらにみそぎ払いたまうときにあれませる払いどんの狼たちもろもろのまがごと積みけがれを払いたまい清めたまえと申すことのよしをあまつ神国つ神やおよろずの神たち共に雨の淵駒の耳振り立ててきこしめせとかしこみも申す。大ぬさ行事 Purification Rite。With each wave, may each and every one of your diseases and discomforts, pain and suffering, and all impurities and negativities be dispelled to the great and vast universe. Allow each and every one of us to be in the purest state of mind, as we are favored, blessed, and protected by the great love, virtue, and energy of Tenchi Kane no Kami. Please open your prayer books to page 2 for the mediation prayer. Mediation prayer. Let us seek the sacred mediation of Ikigami Konko Daijin sincerely and wholeheartedly each and every day. May we receive the mediation anew with all our hearts and souls on this day, this very moment. Kigami Konko Daijin sama, Kigami Konko Daijin sama, Kigami Konko Daijin sama, Kigami Konko Daijin sama. Kami Prayer, page 3. Reverently we pray, the brilliance of heaven, the richness of earth. Time flows without cease, years pass without end. In heaven and earth is a life that nurtures all. In heaven and earth is a truth that orders all. For this wondrous form, for these wondrous works, let us praise Tenchi Kane no Kami. Let us praise the divine parent of the universe. Kami loves and cares for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth. To revere Kami as divine parent, to live in Kami's infinite blessings, this is the way. Yet many, not knowing the way, are lost in greed and selfishness. They suffer the cycle of misfortunes. Great is Kami's sorrow. Our founding father, Konko Daijin, suffered many trials in this world, but held fast to faith and sincerity. He received Kami's great blessing and began the life of mutual fulfillment of Kami and human. Humbly we pray. Divine Parent's great wish was thus fulfilled. Konko Daijin accepted the call to mediation that leads to the mutual benefit of Kami and humanity. By day, he taught the way of faith to all who sought him, expounding the blessings of heaven and earth. And he knew not the coming of night. By night, he prayed for those who grieved, seeking salvation for all who suffered. And he knew not the dawning of day. Though years passed and the world changed, he did not waver from his task, divine task of mediation. Thus was given the sacred Tenchi Kakitsuke, the guiding principle for our daily life. Divine favor was thus renewed, and blessings flowed universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of Ikigami Konko Daijin. By this wondrous revelation, we are given knowledge of the way. Through all the hardships of this world, through pain of body and soul, the way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to Kami. Without regard for day or night, whether we are near or far, the way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. For living unaware of divine favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pledge to mend our ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking and rejoicing in your divine favor. Let us care for those in pain and invite them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to a life of purpose. Kami is fulfilled in us. We are fulfilled in Kami. May this way of mutual fulfillment be manifested in this world. May Kami's wish for true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray. So we earnestly pray. Chido Keire, please bow your heads in prayer. Kakemaku mo kashikoki, Kigami Konko Daijin Tenchi Kane no Oyagami sama no onmae ni, Konko kyo Whittier-Hill kyo kaicho, Igawa kyoshi sensei no kawari de, Konko kyo kyoshi, Tsushimi amai kashikomi mo maosaku, Kashikokare do waga Tenchi Kane no kami hashi, Kanmitoku Tenchi ni amaneku michi watarase tamai, Mono mina o ikashi, Yorouzu no koto o totonoe sase tamai, きても天地の間に住む人間を神の愛しごとめで慈しみたまいてあるは、いとうも賢きことの極みになん。On this warm afternoon here at the Kongko Church of Whittier-Hill, on behalf of your beloved children, we've joined in one heart to share our love, sincerity, and appreciation to you for the blessings, favors, guidance, and interventions we received up to this day and beyond. The rain that refills our reservoirs and aquifers, the air we are allowed to inhale that allows us to live, Ohana and friends who enrich our lives. As we continue our practice of faith, we are awakened to the blessings or megumi that you shower upon us daily, and we thank you for them, even those we have yet to know. Thank you very much for the favors you have showered upon each of the Ujiko of the Whittier-Hill Church and the New York, New Jersey gathering. We continue to receive your favor and interventions. We offer hearts of appreciation for the daily goyo of the sixth spiritual patriarch, Kyoshu Konko-sama, and his wife Nobuko Sensei, and their ohana. We pray that you will keep them healthy for them to continue with their goyo, and for their children to grow up to be good, industrious, and resourceful individuals to society and Konkokyo. We thank you for our parent church, the Konko Church of Fukuzaki. We offer prayers of appreciation to the Reverend Hironori Ushio, the present head minister. We pray that his mother Tokoko Sensei and his family will continue to guide the Fukuzaki Church, its members, and its children churches into the future. We ask that you keep him, his family, and the associate ministers of the Fukuzaki Church healthy, so they may continue performing the most sacred of goyo, Horitsugi. Thank you very much for Reverend Wakiko Igawa, who began sharing Konko Daijin's teachings here in Whittier 29 years ago and founded the Whittier-Hill Church, as well as Reverend Kyoshigawa, who is the present head minister of the Whittier-Hill Church. Please watch over both. At present, they are with their daughter Kaz Igawa and her ohana in New Jersey. As a family, we pray for healing and protection for our New Jersey ohana. Help them through this time and raise them up. Heal all of them physically, mentally, and spiritually. Help all of them to maintain a positive disposition. Help them to keep their hearts turned to Kami-sama in order to take care of and love each other. Share Konko Daijin's teachings and help the Ujiko on the East Coast through Toritsugi. Please continue favoring them. Through Konko Daijin, you taught us ten to chi no aida ni sumu ningen wa minna kami no Ujiko. Humans living between heaven and earth are all the beloved children of Kami. This is truly important for all of us in light of what has been happening around the world. And we ask you to help us to not only keep unconditional love and compassion for all in our hearts, but also to reflect it in our daily lives. Help us to be embracing and loving, kind and generous, to all regardless of race, sexual orientation, size, nationality, one's skin color, gender identity, age, occupation, social status, etc. Our heart aches as many of us watch the news. We are reminded of the horrors of war going on in the Ukraine and now in Israel. The atrocities that have been started due to Hamas attacking Israel has created a scene by which human beings should never, ever be a part of. We implore you to awaken in the hearts of the Hamas soldiers, to stop this crusade and find a path to peace, to leave the millions of Palestinians and Israeli men, women, and children at peace. I implore you to use each and every one of us to make an impact, big or small, on our communities, cities, counties, and countries. Guide us in our hearts and our actions to be embracing, loving, kind, and generous. For where there is hatred, let us sow love. Where there is injury, let us offer forgiveness. Where there is discord, let us build peace. We pray for those souls lost in the calamities of the world, that they will all return to your bosom of love, grace, mercy, and virtue. Help them and their descendants to find peace. We pray for victims of tragedies, natural and human-made disasters to recuperate materially, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Kami-sama, we bow before you in humble dependence on your mercy and grace, wisdom and strength. Fill your Ujiko with a renewed passion to pray and heal not just themselves, but also those around them. Ignite a renewed sense of prayer and passion to pray for all of us. During these times, help us to discover and tap into that unsuspected reserve of strength inside that emerges in such times. Guide us, heal us, strengthen us. Please continue to watch over all who are suffering from illness and disease. We pray for those suffering from mental and physical illnesses and disorders, dementia, cancer, COVID-19, heart disease, etc. Through your divine intervention and favor, grant these individuals a renewed life and guide them to becoming useful individuals to society. We also pray for caretakers. We pray that you will allow them to get time off for themselves. Allow them a moment of sanity and serenity, and give them the additional strength to continue loving and caring for their loved ones. Please give us the strength to move forward in all aspects of our lives, and help us to live a kami-centered life as we are all allowed to live in the universe through your grace. Help us in developing our relationship with you through daily prayer and toritsugi. Help us to be the light that gives hope to those in despair. And may our prayers be heard and answered for every soul who needs hope, laughter, and your favor. Kyami Konko Daijin sama Tenchi Kane no Kami-sama. At this time, we pray for the recovery of Reverend Masako Saserina Kikikawa. We are very grateful that she is back at the Gakudokan, where Reverends Kikikawa are working together to ensure she returns to health. Kami-sama, through her faith and ours, we pray that all meguri associated with her situation melt away. Let her faith and that of the Kikikawa family rise like the phoenix. Let Masako Sensei be the light needed to save her family and others. And we sincerely pray that her recovery will be the impetus for many of us to revive our hearts, our faith, and our relationship with you. Finally, in this 140th anniversary of the passing of Konko Daijin, the 150th year of the conferment of the Tenchi Kakitsuke to Konko Daijin, we offer up our heart of appreciation, joy, and love to you for Konko Daijin and the Tenchi Kakitsuke. For without, there would be no Konko Kyo, and many of us would not be here today. As an ohana, we strive to continue turning our hearts towards you, learning more about Konko Daijin, and developing our relationship with you. The Whittier Rose Hills Church will celebrate the Ikemi Konko Daijin Grand Ceremony on November 5th, 2023 at 1 o'clock p.m. We pray for many to be in attendance. As I bring this prayer to a close, it is our prayer that we can end this year safely, in peace, in harmony, in love, and in joy. We pray that the blessing and favors of today's service is granted and received by all here today and those who could not join us. Me ke aloha pume hana, mahalo anuie, our beloved Ikemi Konko Daijin, Tenchi Kane no Kami. Now, please raise your heads. Chido tomoni haire, 4 sincere claps along with the head officiant. Please open your prayer books to page 6 for the recitation of the Tenchi Kane. 気神金光大臣天地金の神一心に願えおかげは我が心にあり今月今日で頼め Pray sincerely with all your heart. Be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever. On this very day, pray. Please open your prayer books to page 7 for the Adoration Prayer. Adoration Prayer. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We bow our heads in prayer toward earth rich and deep, living amid such gifts of Kami's great giving. How happy and grateful we are. The mediation of Ikiyami Konko Daijin does not stop for a single day. The protection of the Divine Parent embraces all far and wide. The blessings of Kami flow without limit through all generations. The ways of Kami are mysterious and wondrous beyond our understanding. Day by day, every day, earnestly and reverently, we praise the virtues of Kami. We honor the power of Kami. Chido Haire, 4 sincere claps. Chido Haire, 4 sincere claps. Please open your prayer books to page 11 for prayer to the departed souls. Prayer to the departed souls. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you were given the gift of life in this vast and endless universe. You discharge your duties faithfully, each according to your span of years. You will be remembered eternally, your lives retold from generation to generation, honored as the foundation of our society and the roots of our families. We revere you as the ancestral spirits of our homes, our own divine spirits. We beseech you, stand by us each and every one. Receive the favor of Kami and help us to fulfill our tasks as people without failing. Protect us, guide us, enrich us, that we may never lose the way of faith, that we hand it down to all generations, that we may live in peace and prosperity within our homes. Protect us, guide us, enrich us. 一度敬礼 Please bow your heads in prayer. 岩幕も賢き、これのウィティアローセル教会のご霊殿につきまつるご霊人様に。Starting with the Kandori family, Konko family, Ushio family, Kawakami family, and Nakabayashi family, including the late Reverend Akinobu Konko. We respectfully call upon the following families to join us today. 金光大臣様のご両親 birth parents of 金光大臣、ご孫父様 father 十平勘取、ご母堂様 mother 下勘取、adoptive parents of 金光大臣、梅次川手、岩川手、川手 family、西本 family、赤沢 family、秀島 family、大坪 family、中山 family、井山 family、後藤 family、西 family、武田 family、立野 family、露木 family、渦野 family、湯川 family、井川 family、碇 family、藤本 family、引川 family、松本 family、佐伯 family、田中 family、O'Farrell family、Ivy family、Sanchez family、Landeros family、Whaley family、Bong family、Bing family、Ota family、Lim family、Ayabe family、Brown family、Klaus family、Fukagawa family、Fujimoto family、Furuya family、Horn family、Inoue family、Karakawa family、Kent family、Kitaka family、Lang family、Matsui family、Miyagawa family、Moriwaki family、Nakatsu family、Nakayama family、Okazaki family、Omura family、Sugimoto family、Tagami family、Taniguchi family、Tepnappa family、Umemoto family、Urata family、Wata family、Watanabe family、Yamamoto family、Yamauchi family、Yasutake family、Boyaju family、King family、Spencer family、Windsor family. Thank you all for watching, guiding, and protecting us in our daily lives. We also honor those who passed in the month of October. Reverend Fusayamada, Reverend Koki Shimizu, Sueno Kikikawa, Hiroyoshi Kotsu, Matsue Nakamura, Hiroshi Shikuma, Tom Tsuneo Kiyomura, 20 years, Kazuko Fukazawa, Peter Okada, Minoru Fujita, Corey Ota, Yuriko Arroyo, 15 years, Roy Ayabe, 1 year. We also offer prayers of peace and healing to those who passed due to the wildfires on Maui, wars taking place in the Ukraine, Russia, Palestine, and Israel. Please return to Parent Kami's bosom of love, hope, grace, and virtue. To Amitama, please receive. We ask that all the Mitama called forth today, please be with your descendants. Please continue to watch over, guide, and protect all of us. Tamada suki kakete yoya no kami no chihai yo. Tamada suki kakete inorana yo yon no oya. Oya no miyoya no kami no chihai yo. Now, please raise your heads. 一度共に入れ 4 sincere claps along with the head officiant. Please open your prayer books to page 14 for the ancestral prayer. Ancestral prayer. Dear Mitama spirits, everlasting and integral part of the divine parent of the universe, we pray that the Mitama of our ancestors and family, as well as the Mitama of all people, are at eternal peace and happiness. To you who have gone before us, we give thanks wholeheartedly for paving the way through hardships and self-sacrifice in order that we who are here today can receive all the benefits of your endeavors. To you, our ancestral spirits, we gratefully acknowledge the protection and guidance which you have bestowed upon us. We pray that you continue to protect and guide us throughout our daily lives. We pray that we realize and develop your divine virtue this and every day. Chido Haire 4 sincere claps. Hi. I have no clue who's on Facebook, but good afternoon. And thank you very much for coming, for attending today's Tenchi Kane monthly ceremony. I'm really grateful all of you are here today. So next month, we will be meeting next month, the first Sunday. I didn't set it though, but I didn't set the date. But it's for Ikemi Konko Daijin Grand Ceremony. And it's so important. That ceremony is just so important. And this month, on the 10th, was when Konko Daijin passed away. In fact, Konko Daijin had not just predicted, but was told by Kami-sama the exact date that he would pass. It was when, if I'm correct, the Gregorian calendar, and I forgot what the other name of the other calendar was, met. It was that one particular where the day was going to be the exact same day. And it just happened to be October 10th. And we have so much to give thanks to Kongo Daijin for. You know, I wanted to share with you something really, and I think someone like Miko will remember it, Kaz will remember it, Kyoshi will remember it. For those of you who are in your 60s or 50s or 60s, you'll remember this. I'm only 36, so I just happen to know this stuff. You know, we used to have this blue prayer book. Small, it was a thinner prayer book, and it was about this size. It's not very big. Ours are like this big now. It was a very thin one, and in it there was a prayer. There was a thing called the Sacred Promise, and this happened to I for some reason I just loved this particular. It's a teaching. But they had termed it the Sacred Promise. And it said, when my form disappears, referring to Konko-sama, referring to Konko Daijin, when my form disappeared, you need not say, Kami Konko Daijin Tenchi Kane. Just call Konko Daijin and I will be there. In other words, just call Konko-sama and Konko-sama will be there. You know, I was part of last month, not this month, I think it was last month, I joined the Hawaii Diocese, what is that, Kyoten study group. And that was one of the teachings, it wasn't that particular teaching, it was another teaching, but it's kind of similar. Um, and it was we somehow we were talking about saying Kongo-sama, saying Kongo-sama, saying Kongo-sama when we wake up or when we go to sleep, in order to keep Kongo-sama part of our lives. And many of us, in many different ways, by shouting Kongo-sama when something's about to happen, received okage. I was Reverend, what was her name? Reverend Reiko Yano was the one who sort of introduced me to that. She used to always say Kongo-sama, Kongo-sama. It's a very Kyushu-ish thing. If you're from the island of Kyushu, very Kyushu, many believers in that area will just shout, oh, Kongo-sama, Kongo-sama, Kongo-sama. It's a very, very Kyushu thing. And I think slowly it's kind of gone past Kyushu, but it's a very Kyushu thing. And her influence started having me do that. And I remember once I was going to, and I was when I was doing goyo at the Konkokyo International Center, I was invited to attend the the Kanto region young adults gathering, and they were going to go bowling. So I said, okay. I warned them, I'm really bad at bowling. I'm really bad. I have a habit of when I roll the ball, I will, for some reason, I will guarantee to slide into the middle of that lane. So guarantee, no problem. So as we're going in the train, if you've ever been on one of the Japanese trains, they rattle. And I kept going, Koko-sama, Koko-sama. And in front of me was Reverend Koichi Yukawa. He is my parent. Well, we have sibling churches. And Reverend Yukawa from San Diego, that's his nephew. So Koichi Sensei was watching this, and he was like shocked that every time it rattled, I'm like, Koko-sama, Koko-sama, Koko-sama. And I remember Reverend Horimukai saying, stop calling Koko-sama, he's busy. So I'm like, okay, no problem. Koko-sama's a little busy. When we got to the bowling alley, I would roll, and I warned you, and it happened. I ended up slipping, and I went right into the lane. I shouted, Koko-sama! And I got into the middle of the lane. I have no clue how I do that, but I slid, I shouted, Koko-sama! And then I think we went to Mossburger for lunch. And I had taken out my retainers, and I put it on the side, and I hid it in napkins so people wouldn't get grossed out. And I had totally forgotten about it. And unfortunately, Kongo-sama couldn't help me on this one because they had just taken the trash out when I threw my trash away. So I threw my trash away. They had just taken it out. And I even went through the trash bins, and there wasn't anything. So I was like, But Koichi Sensei was really interesting. He wrote an article about what he had witnessed. And he didn't mention my name, but he just said, oh, there was a young man. And every time the train rattled, he said, Kongo-sama. And then he slid into the middle of the lane, and he goes, Kongo-sama. And then he lost his thing. And as he's going through the trash can, he's going, Kongo-sama, Kongo-sama, Kongo-sama. And he was shocked because he had never seen such a thing in his life before. And he said, what a wonderful way of becoming closer to Kami-sama, having a relationship with Kami-sama, having Kami-sama be involved in our daily life constantly. While I'm at work, while I'm driving, let me tell you something. I got to tell you something. When I drive from San Diego and I get up, I know I've entered into Orange County because there's a different feel, not because of the sights. There's a different feel in the way people drive. And then when you get to LA, you're in LA because people are just a little nuts in LA. The way they drive is like, whoa, dude, and how you have no clue how many I go, Kongo-sama, oh, Kongo-sama, oh, Kongo-sama, stupid. So I go, Kongo-sama, and then I say stupid and calling the other person stupid. But I'm going, Kongo-sama, because I don't want to get into an accident. I have to say, I don't think I can live another way without having Kongo-sama in my life. Wakiko Sensei was so adamant about that. She shared a story, and I don't know if many people know this story, but when she was doing training at the Fukuzaki Church under the tutelage of the second oh, you can't see it, but if you, my finger is pointing up there. Do you see that picture up there? And it's the person on this side. That's the second head minister. She had been bedridden, and she told Wakiko, says, okay, make the rice. So something had happened. I can't remember the beginning of this story, but apparently, Koharu Hime, the sensei on this side, said, you did it all wrong. You washed the rice all wrong. Do it again. So Wakiko sensei was like, what did I do? She wasn't sure, but she's kind of fast. Sensei's pretty fast. So she said, well, let's try this. So she went upstairs and she says, I'm going to begin the process of taking the rice out and washing it. And so Koharu sensei said, please do so. She went downstairs, she took the rice out, she took out the amount of rice that was needed. Then she went upstairs, she said, I am now going to wash the rice. And Koharu sensei said, go, please do so. So she started washing the rice. After she washed the rice, she said, she went back up, I'm going to put water into the rice, the kama. What is a kama? What is that in English? The rice cooker, the rice pot. And so Koharu sensei said, do so. So she poured the right amount in. And then she said, she went upstairs again. Koharu sensei said, I'm going to now, you boil rice? What do you cook? I'm going to turn the heat on for the rice. And I have no clue if this was by fire. I have no clue if they had a electric rice stove I have no clue what they had back then. But she said, we're going to do that. She goes, okay. When it was done, she had timed it. She went upstairs. She goes, I'm going to take the rice off of the heat. And Koharu says, please do so. And now she went back up. She said, I'm going to mix the rice. And she went upstairs. Koharu sensei said, go ahead. And she kept this process up until the rice was put on the table. And this continued every single day that she was put in charge of washing rice. And Wakiko sensei said, at first I thought this was so stupid. Why can't I just say all these things at one time? But then she realized what she was being trained to do. She was being trained to turn her heart to Kami-sama 24 hours, 7 days a week. And that's hard. I'm a minister myself. Yes, it is not easy. But I have the wonderful fortune of being able to say, Konko-sama. Konko-sama made it easy for us. Konko-sama, I'm going shopping. Konko-sama, help me find a good deal. Konko-sama, oh my gosh, I promise you, when I have to really use the bathroom, I go, Konko-sama, I'm so sorry. And I start talking to my body. I go, Konko-sama, please wait until I get home. And after I get home, I greet you, then I'm going to go use the bathroom, I promise. And I talk to my body. I do that all the time. It's a life that I live. And I really have to say thank you to Reverend Reiko Yano and Reverend Wakiko Igawa, because without them, I don't think I would have this life. I was just sharing with Miko that recently I've been reflecting about a lot of things. I went home for 3 weeks to care for my parents, and this time it was because my parents had surgeries. My mom had an extra surgery. I was taking care of both of them. And I told her, if I didn't have Toritsugi, I think I would have ended up like my younger brother. My younger brother took care of my parents for about 2-3 years, as their caretaker, as he wanted to call it. But he didn't have mediation. He didn't have Toritsugi. He didn't have a kami-sama. The only reason why he went to a Christian church was because that's where his girlfriend went to. Where his girlfriend went to, he went to. And I'm so grateful because I could seek mediation with my parent church head minister. I could pray. I could ask for all of these things. If I had to go to church, I could go to Honolulu Church, or I had Reverend Edna Yano pray for me, Edna Matsuoka pray for me, because she was in close vicinity. And I have, it's not that I've never respected caregivers, but I have so much more aloha for them than I did in the past, having gone through. And believe me, I only did this for 3 weeks. They do it for years. And I cannot imagine not having Toritsugi, in my life. Not realizing, I'm just so grateful that I had it, and I have it, and I continue to have it. And all I have to say is, Konko-sama, please help. When I'm putting on my dad's medication, Konko-sama, Konko-sama, Konko-sama. When I'm helping my mom, Konko-sama, Konko-sama. When I'm cooking, Konko-sama, Konko-sama. My mom actually is a little envious. I don't know why. She says, I don't know why your rice comes out really good tasting and mine doesn't. I'm like, but here's what I want to share. That sacred promise, I truly believe is a sacred promise. Konko-sama will be there. Konko-sama will be a part of your life if you allow him to. If you say his name. Every time you put your hands together, you don't even have to put your hands together. You can say, Konko-sama, Konko-sama. That's all you have to do. So in this 140th year of Konko-sama's passing, I want to challenge you to allow Konko-sama to be more a part of your life. Be a part and turn your heart to Kami-sama, to live a Kami-centered life by using the gift that Konko-sama gave us, the sacred promise. You can at first say it in your heart. And if you want to say it out loud, you can say it out loud. That's fine. But I ask you to please, please, please grow closer to Kami-sama using that special gift that Kami-sama gave us. So with that, I'm going to end here. Please remember that our Godaisai is November 5th. We look forward to having you join us. But please let us know if you're coming so that I can make sure that we have enough seats out. And so that would be perfect for all of you. But with that, thank you. And we look forward to seeing you next month. Please take care. Please stay safe. Ahui-ho. Do you want to say goodbye?
Bye, everybody.
Bye. I don't know who. Oh, hi, Ron Sensei. I don't know who everybody else was. Oh, I don't remember his name. Oh, I don't even know who this person is. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong thing. Wait, what am I doing?